Despite a drop-off in form last week, the side still showed they know how to win matches and win tough and win ugly. They did, and thanks to that, the coaching staff have elected to stay faithful with the same 15 as Cornflake continues his road to the World Cup. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the road to the World Cup 2015, where we are following Cornflake playing for the Southland Stags in the ITM Cup as he looks to make his way through the leagues, through the ranks and into the All Blacks in time for the World Cup. Now, if you've been tuning into the series, you'll know last week Southland were very lucky and had to play a very, very tough match against Waikato to secure another win, their third on the trot this season. That is great news for the side, and thanks to that, although the players didn't show huge amounts of super form, he has stayed true, just making one real change with Cornflake coming in to inside centre and Willis Halaholo moving out to the left wing. So a direct swap between those two, but other than that, they are just wanting to get what seems to be their new star man a little bit more ball. Other news for the team is they're having a massive injury crisis when it comes to hookers. They now only have one fit hooker in the squad, and as has been called out by some viewers in the last week or so, maybe it's time for Andrew Hoare to be getting the callback to come play for the Southland Stags in this hooker crisis, where they're only left with Rutledge. Unbelievable turn of events here for the Stags, but they will push on. Rutledge will be hoping not to get injured, but it will be the number 12 inside centre Cornflake who will be looking to make a real impact as he pushes towards a Super Rugby contract. It's a massive test here for the Southlanders as they're coming up against the bigwigs from Auckland, the Big Smoke, and they have quite a star-studded lineup when you look through it. Plenty of Super Rugby experience in there, and a backline with the likes of Anscombe, Francis Saeli, Parks, Moala, Vicinea. It is just star-studded, and it's going to be a massive call if anyone thinks that the Stags could pull this one off easily. They are third on the table at the moment, Auckland, and their recent results, well, kind of convincing. They did thrash Manawatu 45-13, but the week before that was an 11-all draw with Wellington. So, in different form for the Aucklanders, but they'll be thinking that they will win this match without too much worries, despite the resurgence of the Southland side. Let's get down to the action for kickoff, about to get underway in this ITM Cup match as we continue to follow Cornflake on his road to the World Cup. The Stags at home, Rugby Park Stadium. As we look to get this one underway, crowd goes quiet. Supawanga on halfway, it's the maroon and white for Southland, and it is the blue and white for Auckland. We are underway. ITM Cup action going deep down into the 22 of Auckland, and what a start this is. What a brilliant run from Lamb. He frees off beautifully for Parks. Parks kicks over the top. Big kick over Ngalafe, and this will surely go all the way. Dead, yes it will. Luckily as well, what a play from Auckland to start off. Lamb and Parks combined beautifully, but the kick just too deep as Francis Saeli. Well, boy, did he fly up in chase of that kick. Southland clearly opt for the scrum feet. Way up near the halfway 10-metre line, Auckland territory, but the Aucklanders will get this one back through a dominant scrum. Big turnover. Now they'll look left side. They go to Saeli again, and he kicks this time. Looks to split between winger and fullback, but Jackman's there, and Jackman will run it back. Big pass, looking out for Halaholo, and he'll kick this one into the wind. A nice kick too, and that will find touch just over the 10-metre line. Great kick from Willis Halaholo, out on the left wing tonight, looking to impact himself, as well as who he swapped with Cornflake at inside centre. The option's such a versatile player. Here's McCartney to throw in. He goes to the front. Stolen at the front from Beckwith. And here's Supawanga running it wide. Cornflake looking to step. Could change his direction. Finds McIntosh. Oh, and Cohen gets hammered. Well, Not the best set play there from the line out, but will carry on. Here's Sopoaga again. Over the top he goes to Jackman. Jackman looks to speed, but he's hammered, and he finds Vaanga back there. Hardy over the top for Rutledge. Rutledge goes to flag. Oh, big tackle. 2-on-1, and he loses the ball out to McCartney. Into the tackle. Lamb once again. Super talented player as Anscombe gets hammered. Big tackle coming out on him. And the Southland get the ball straight back. McIntosh looks to run before going back to Flake with a hospital pass. Oh, that's horrible stuff. Here's Eade. He'll go for a run himself. Sopoaga over the top. Hardy still has Holoholo. Holoholo's breaking away up against a fullback. Great tackle for Sania. Saves the day for Auckland. Southland hot on attack. Beckius over to Vaanga. And there's the opening score. The home team gets the lead. And Southland get the first points of this match. 5-0 they'll lead. What a pass. Finding Carter Vaanga right in the gap. There was Holoholo's run. Great tackle from Vicinere at the back. But he was Beckius straight through. Behind the defence. His run was what created the space. And as a result, easy finish for Vaanga. Look at this. How good was this? Straight through 3 or 4 players. And Lamb, first one there, finds himself horribly out of position. And the home team will lead this one from the outset. Sopoaga with a chance to add a couple of cherries on top here with the conversion. Strikes it, run front, no problem. Sopoaga at 7-0. And the icing goes nicely on the cake for Southland as they lead by a converted try at 2-0. Thanks mainly to the rush defence that hit that man, Gareth Anscombe, heavily as he looked to clear the line. Now he'll kick off and the match is back underway. Deep kick down to Southland territory. Hardy goes back for Flake, who's been absolutely smashed as Vaanga gets this ball and a big shoulder tackle on Jackman. Southland will slow this one down and he will take, I would imagine, the kick for touch here. As there is Moala, the man guilty of that tackle. And here's Sopoaga. Will smash this one off his boot. Finding touch. Just short of halfway from Sopoaga. The Stags will look to set something up here from this line-out. Of course, the line-out worked very well, stealing Auckland's throw so far. As Rutledge, injury-free, he'll hope to stay. Eade, out to Boys it goes. Here's Flake, catch and pass. Nicely to Vaanga. Holoholo, oh, brilliant tackle. Takes his man down. What a play from Lamb. Eade again goes to Flake, and he's all taken around the ankles. Another splendid tackle here from Auckland. Sopoaga finds some space here. Sopoaga's through the gap. Kicks from the corner. Here comes Jackman. Flying up. It's going to beat them all into touch. And an absolute pinpoint kick from Lima Sopoaga. Right into the corner. Couldn't get much better than that unless it was a try. Beautiful positional kicking from Sopoaga. Here's Witten taking the line out for Auckland, and McCartney hits his target, and Auckland charge this upfield. Good maul here. And they drive nearly halfway 22. And oh, there's a big tackle. And that looks like Jackman, the guilty one this time. Tuanga Fisi, the man receiving that high tackle. And Anscombe will kick this downfield for Auckland. And they will go into attacking position now. 7-0, Southland lead. McCartney will throw on again. Just short of halfway, goes to Witten. He's the go-to man. And now they swing it wide. Anscombe, big pass. Looks for Lamb, bits it back inside. Beautiful run here from Francis Ailey. He hits the line hard and he sets up the ruck. Auckland, quick onto this as Anscombe just about gets away. Vaanga makes a desperate tackle. As he broke through one. Now he's a second run, McCartney. And they look left and right before coming back to Polwart. And still on halfway here. Peter Sailing out, going nicely. Moala, beautiful play from Parks to set Moala up. But a great tackle at the back. Takes him down there over the 10-metre line now. Here's Kino. Oh, there's an advantage offside into touch. Half time. It's all happening. What's the ref's call? I think he's going to play the penalty. Offside was the call. What a tackle that was into touch. Auckland with the option, and they're going to take the shot at 3 points here, which will nicely finish up their first half here. If they could get within 4 points with this kick, it'll make things not so bad at the halftime break. Anscombe looks on target. Oh, it falls under the sticks, and Sopoanga finds it to Flag. Flag takes a tackle to Beckuis. He's got support on Boys. Boys is running. Oh, Boys has got the speed. Here comes them. They won't catch him. Boys will score, and Southend complete breakaway. What on earth was going on with Auckland's defence? Lamb, such an express talent, speed and power, couldn't keep up with the Tim Boys. Fantastic try. I thought he was going to get caught up with there, but the big prop had no chance at all, and away he went. Lamb got him, or close to him in the end, but he was over the line. Try time for Southland. Had a couple in support as well. Didn't need any of them. Boys, a fantastic try. Well, I thought Southland would have been content just to kick that out, but they have run it beautifully from right under their own sticks, all the way for the try. Well, Auckland would have been thinking, let's go to half-time down 7-3, and we'll regroup and hit this straight after the break. As a result, a completely phenomenal counter-attack try has given Southland a 14-0 lead over the Aucklanders here in the ITM Cup. There is Cornflakes and Mark Jackman leaving the field together. Those two have been instrumental in the tries involved. And look at the stats here for Southland. 76% possession to Auckland's 24. Territory 57-43, a bit closer there, but Southland showing you don't need to be in the right areas of the field to score fantastic 100-metre plus tries, and that is exactly what they've done. Penalties conceded, one apiece. That's from one high tackle and one scrum, going the way of Southland. That Auckland absolutely bulldozed as well. So at the moment it is Southland who hold the lead at home here at Rugby Park Stadium. They'll be looking here to keep things intact. Of course, the wind will change and will be behind Auckland in the second half. With the change of ends, could be an interesting deciding factor, especially that kick. If the wind was going the other way, of course, would have easily gone over from Anscombe. All sorts of things to change. Can Auckland find a way back? They've had their chances. The question is, can they finish more in the second half? Well, Anscombe will be distraught here. His kick, probably like a metre short, was agonisingly close, and it's conceded him a try. What a take from Moala. He just flew through and picked that one up as here's a short run. Oh, brilliant short run too. I've been trial Cornflakes. Great tackle on the scrum half. And he is being taken down just a metre short and into touch. Well, we've seen try-saving tackles from Flake on a few occasions now. Here's Eade. He'll go back to Holo, and he'll pump this onto his boot. Not the best kick, but gets him up close to the 10-metre line. But goodness me, that try-saving tackle. Well, what's the call here? Well, this is a horrible call from the ref, saying out on the full, which of course it was, but inside the 22. Had to be anyway. Now they'll go again. Turnover. Sopoanga away for Ngalafe. Here's Holo. Gives it to no one. It's going to beat them all into touch. Oh, wow. That was just about catastrophic for the Stags.
Crouch.
No one able to get a kick away. It was completely against the grain. Should have been a line out way up on the 10-metre line. As a result, now Auckland have the 5-metre scrum. How much have they paid these refs here? That was abysmal refereeing. On we go. 5 metre scrum. Auckland with the put-in. They'll go to Lamb on the short side, who slips it back in for Anscombe, who's been hammered. Southland with the ball. Surely a turnover. They get it. They'll go straight back to Sopawanga, who smashes us again. Beautifully placed kick and touch. And it's going to be a quick line out. Not often we see those there from any sides. And Cornflakes makes a tackle on Lamb, who is quickly up taking that line out. Auckland again. Oh, Siley's taken high. A few oohs from the crowd there as a tackle from Eade. Up around the neck. Ref doesn't like those. Calls it up instantly. Now, here's a decision for you. What's the call? It's a shot at goal. Well, 14-0 down. Points on the board, surely an advantage, but 25 to go, I guess still plenty of time to score a couple, and here's a shot. It looks good. That is short. Is it? It is short. Wow. Anscombe has missed probably his easiest kick. Definitely of today. How did that go short? Well, remarkable kicking here from Gareth Anscombe. Should have been an easy 3. As a result, Southland survive again, and now here come Auckland, running it up from Vicinea, and they spin it wide. Moley with a good ball, great pass. He's got away from Moala, steps inside, but Ngalafe chases and drags him down just over the 10-metre line. Here's Wynn going short, and Anscombe just about cuts away. Here's a good run from Parks, pops it out wide. It's a chance for Siley, and it'll be a try for Auckland. Francis Siley completely open. Auckland make a couple of line breaks and consecutive flags, and they will get the score that they're after. That's what they wanted, and it was all from broken play. The defence of Southland was completely shattered, and as a result, Siley, plenty of speed on his part. He gets over Holo and he chasing hard, but no chance against Siley, former All Black. Here's Anscombe making the half break himself. Beautiful play from Parks. The cut inside out. Half a gap taken again before offloading in the tackle. Parks has been very good for Auckland tonight. The finishing of the plays not quite up to standard. Here's Anscombe. Can he get this kick over? That looks better, and it should be another 2. Well, if he had his kicking boots on all day today, it could have been quite a different scoreline to what we have now. It is 14-7, Southland still lead. And there are the 2 star players right there, kicking off. Sopawanga and Flake will resume this matchup. Down the middle it goes. Oh, and Cornflakes makes a big tackle on Kaino. Instantly gets up, and they'll look to set a kick here, surely, but Anscombe says no. Has a bit of a short run, loses the ball. Here's a chance. Oh, intercepted. That is a game changer. Southland in a massive overlap there. Now Auckland have one, and they go out for Moley. Here goes Holo. And Beckham field, and Beckwith is all over that one. On the 22, breaking down Kaino again. Moley, oh, there's advantage. Quickly over against all Southland. And a big tackle on Parks. The ref will pull this one up again. Well, they quickly got out of hand. Look at that. How was that not intercepted? Great run from Moley. We've seen it a couple of times. But now Auckland will surely push this further down the field territory. On the forefront of their minds. This one goes out 5 or so short of the 22. No, of the line out as well. There is McCartney. The line out taker. Chance for Auckland to tie this up with 10 to go. And it comes, oh, stolen from Beckwith. And there's Sopawanga. He's going to drill this downfield. Splits the fullback and winger in half. And eventually back goes Vicinea to pick it up against Jackman. And a beautiful tackle from Jackman. Takes him down. And Southland get numbers to the breakdown. And will turn this ball over. Oh, what an absolute killer play from the Stags. Here's Rutledge. He won't want to run because he doesn't want to get injured. Beckius, good hands from him. Gets away from the tackle. And here we go. Cornflake for the corner. He's got it. He gets away from Parks. And he scores the first try for him in the match. Well, we didn't see one from him last week, but that is now his 5th ITM Cup try. And he gets one against Auckland. That one will feel good. What a play here from Beckius. Great speed away from McCartney. And then look at this. I thought Auckland would have got him in the corner. A couple of chases there. Lamb was involved. And so was Parks. Neither got close. And he scampered over himself. Showed a good show of speed. I'm just confused here what Visanier was really up to. Didn't really commit to the chase at all. And Southland run away. And that will change the match quite considerably. 5 to go. The lead extended to 12. Kick to come, Supawanga. Can't get it. He hooks it on the inside. And Southland's lead remains 12. It's 19-7 over Auckland. Still time to play. Auckland will search for a bonus point at least in these last few minutes. But the home side. Such a hard team to beat at home. Southland, and they've shown it once again against Auckland here. Here's Hardy. Gives it to no one. It's picked up from Auckland. And Moala gets a free ball. He finds it away to Kaino. And infielder goes for Wetton, and he sets it up inside the 22. Backwards it goes. Oh, diving play coming in from Moala. Just about lost that backwards. Now there's a chance for Auckland. Great play out wide from Lamb. Now it's infield. Going again. Auckland. Moley.
Advantage.
Oh, advantage Southland. Was that a forward pass in there? Parks ends up with the ball. Manu's the one getting up. Not quite knowing. Oh, yeah, that was forward, definitely. Poor pass from the scrum half, and that is full time. They're not going to play on. Southland recorded famous victory over Auckland. That is an exceptional match of 80 minutes from the Stags. Auckland come back hard in the second half, but they just didn't have enough in the tank. And when Flake scored that final try, it signalled the end to the Auckland comeback. And as a result, 12 points the difference. No bonus point for the Aucklanders, but no bonus point either for Southland. They won't mind. The win in the bank is more than enough reward for Southland. 3 tries to 1. Boys, Flake and Vaanga with 1 apiece. Supawanga 2 from 3 from the kicking tee. As for Auckland, Francis Saley with a try and Anscombe with the conversion. Point of note there, Anscombe also missed 2 penalty goals, which could have really changed the outcome of this match if they went over. Especially the first one, which was counter-attacked, and the try right on half-time was scored from Southland. That was Boyd's runaway try, an absolute fantastic play. And then Flake finishing it off with his 5th ITM Cup try. And he gave Southland that comfort of conceding that late try that could have possibly come from Auckland. The full-time stats, Auckland definitely turned that around, leading possession and territory. Line breaks were tied up at 5-all, yet it was Southland that scored 3 tries. Tackles fairly even. The scrums, Auckland had a massive advantage of scrum time. Only 4 handling errors from Southland will please them very much. 3 from Auckland, which could be worse. A clean match overall to what we're possibly used to in these matches. So Southland take another 4 points, and they have 4 wins in a row. How good would you rate Cornflakes' match tonight? He distributed very well, scored 1 try of his own through speed alone, and was generally pretty good in defence as well with that try-saving tackle that could have also changed the match massively. That could have been a big game changer, that try. But Cornflake, good match for him in my opinion. Let's check out the table, see where the Stags sit heading into their next match. So So a number of results have taken place since Southland's 19-7 win over Auckland. Let's quickly go through them. Otago with a very close one, 25-22 over Bay of Plenty. Canterbury thrashing Wellington. Hawke's Bay 4 points over Taranaki. Waikato thrashing Tasman. North Harbour 15-11 over Manawatu. And Counties Manukau taking out Northland in the Ranfurly Shield Challenge 61-0. On to round 10, and Wellington have beaten Bay of Plenty quite convincingly. Hawke's Bay have doubled up against Auckland here, 29-24. And Waikato over Northland 22-10, and Canterbury thrashing Otago 58-6. That leaves us for Southland away to Taranaki for our round 10 fixture. Onto the table now, and Canterbury sit at the top with 49 points. They are only being chased by Counties on 42. Hawke's Bay have done well here to go way up to third. Pretty much a direct swap with Auckland, who have lost 2 in a row now. They had only lost 1 before their match against Southland. Now they've lost 3, and that changes the standings quite considerably on the ladder. Southland are now 9th. They have gone up, chasing Taranaki and Waikato, but it looks a long way away from even getting close to Otago, who is in 6th. So the chance of any ITM Cup trophy for Cornflake at the moment is looking a bit out of the picture, but still a few rounds to go. Southland will be looking to pinch as many points as possible in the remaining rounds, get close to that top 4 if they can, but it looks pretty unlikely at the moment. They'll still play on with plenty of passion, though, you can guarantee that, and round 10 sees them up against Taranaki at home as well. So this is a direct chance for them to go above Taranaki, leapfrog the Naki on the ladder if they can win that match. The form looks good. Cornflake looked outstanding in the midfield, and, well, what's the call going to be from the coaching staff? Stick with him there, move him to outside centre, of course, pretty much anywhere in the back line he is able to play. So definitely playing and starting to become a standout in the Southland side. And that is my time for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying Cornflakes' road to the World Cup. Of course, still very early days as we look to push on towards a Super Rugby contract for 2015. There's still plenty of water to go under the ITM Cup bridge, though, at this stage. So we'll see you all next time for Southland up against Taranaki. Thank you for tuning in, and until then, take care.